let's see your inspo pictures. Which one is your favorite?
Which one is my favorite? That's a good question. I would say, kind of, when I look at it, I think that kind of thing.
Okay.
Or
can I show the camera?
What you did here was beautiful. Yeah.
So is this one or this one?
Yeah. Just because it's soft and taupey.
Okay, so okay, so the only thing is both of these pictures, they have a lot more depth than you do naturally.
Right.
If I add depth to your hair, it's gonna create more maintenance for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the goal to just be like let it grow out? Do you want to just come in once or twice a year? What is?
Yeah, like if I could come in once, like at least twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
so if you want to go like 6 months or so in between appointments, I wouldn't add the low lights.
Okay.
Because you're gonna feel like there's a disconnect from the roots growing in to the color that eventually is going to fade out too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, similar to what you kind of have going on right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that I don't like about my hair right now is the amount of yellow, like the warmth in there, I guess.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I could see that. And then what else don't you like?
I think it's just like I do have contrast under here, so I don't know if I could go darker there, you know, like
yeah, we can definitely leave dimension back here.
Yeah.
But it starts to get lighter like here and the whole front.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm happy to do what you think is best for my hair, and also I've been working really hard to keep it in good condition.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, I was nervous of it breaking and
right.
You know, with bleach and so, but I love that kind of soft, I don't know, is it taupe or mink or I don't know what color
like a really like ashy blonde, blonde.
More the
gray,
cooler, not really grey, but more cooler than
blonde,
what
just a cooler blonde.
A cooler blonde, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I choose which one would probably
you choose?
So for you, honestly, probably something more similar to that, more solid.
Yeah.
For the highlight, you might have a little bit since you have the warmth in between. We'll leave some of the warmth, and then when you come in next time, I'll pick some more of it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, something
like
in
ashy beige.
Yeah, something in this realm. You have see how there's some golden and some ash to it. That's probably what you're gonna look like leaving today. Yeah.
I thought since I have some of that in there, it looks to me like I have. It might be a safer bet.
So that tone, but with this placement.
Wow.
Versus the other one, so it's a lot lighter.
I mean, I trust you. I'm like.
Yeah. Can you tell me your color history really quick?
Well, up until about January, my hair was down here, and I had bleached highlights from here down, and a lot of what you're seeing to here.
Okay. So was it done in a salon, all of the color?
No, I actually did it at home myself.
You've been doing it at home.
Yeah.
What have you been using on it?
I use an 8N semi-permanent with a T35 toner just to brighten, just to get it.
Have you ever bleached it?
I put a few little kind of highlights in there.
Okay.
With foils by myself. Like I used to doing it over COVID, and then I stopped.
Okay, just a few though. You've just been doing the semi.
Yeah, and with the semi, I put a 10 volume in there. I didn't use 20.
Okay.
And then I think I've been using clarifying shampoos just to get rid of it because I was just like, I wish I'd have come across you before I started doing what I did.
No, it's fine.
You know, because
your hair is in pretty good shape. I think we can definitely lighten it up and get rid of the golden. But yeah, like that previous photo, that's where the tones will probably be. But I'm gonna focus on something like this because this like matches your natural more. So this will get you closer to like going and seeing me maybe once or twice a year. I will say though, because you have this golden in between, Some clients feel like after the first session, they'll need to come back within 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Not all.
I know.
Some do, but then after the second one, then you can really stretch it to like the 6 months mark.
Okay. No, I mean...
So that's just a preference.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know, like, for your next one, that's what most people feel like. But you could go longer. I don't have like a preference. I'm not like you have to come back in at any time, but that's where they kind of feel like it starts to bug them a little bit. Yeah,
I mean, I could see myself probably coming back to you in 3 months. My hair grows, it's grown pretty quickly, so I want to get it back longer.
Okay. Are we doing a haircut too?
No, just a color and blow dry.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week we have a new client who is wanting to do more of like an ash blonde, cool blonde tone versus going full gray. You can see on the top part of her head, mostly focused in the front, she has a lot of beautiful platinum silver that we are wanting to just kind of enhance, have something that's going to blend. Her previous color that she's been doing at home has just been feeling really warm on her. She did express that she liked having some dimension, but she really only has dimension in the back here. And she's looking for a color that is essentially going to give her something that's low maintenance and make it so that she doesn't have to come in to get her hair done so soon. Her ideal goal for the day is to come in probably once or twice a year to come see me. So I'm going to go in with my signature placement. In the back here though, I will be spacing these foils a little bit out together just to kind of preserve some of that dark that she has back here, because this is the only area that she is a bit more dimensional. The rest is more salt and silvery, so we want to try and blend and mimic her gray pattern. So with that being said, as I try to mimic her gray pattern with these foils, since it's more dimensional back here, that's why we're going to be leaving a little bit more of the dark. And yes, because we are going to be leaving some of the dark, there will still be some warmth back here, but at least she won't feel too blonde in the back. Now, for my signature placement, if you are new, I usually start in the back around the nape. I do a weave around the nape hairline, and I always start in the hairline because I don't want to miss this part. Whenever the client brings their hair forward in front of their shoulders, this part is part of like the framing of their face. So leaving this part out can leave like a dark hole or some warmth in unwanted areas. Or if they put their hair up, they'll have this area. It's nice to detail it so you can see the color when they put their hair up as well. After I do those diagonal backs around the hairline, I like to take the back in just one section. So I call this my mohawk section, which is pretty much in the center of the back. And I'm gonna take this mohawk section all the way up towards the top and then to the front. And for her placement, I'm really laying these foils flat because I want to try to get a really clean, even lift. I am using the Danger Jones powder lightener that has 9+ levels of lift. She did express to me that she's concerned with her hair feeling damaged. And so the great thing about this lightener is that it's formulated with bonder. So it's going to help protect the hair and keep the integrity of the hair as we lighten it too. So I'm pretty much just going to be doing slices because I want to get rid of this warm tone that she has right now. Essentially, since this is her first session with me, this is kind of like her corrective session with me. And that's why also I said in the consultation that some clients find that they want to come back in about 10 to 12 weeks after the first corrective session. After we do a full corrective session, from then on, it kind of is a little bit tweaking what we've done already and just kind of perfecting it as we go. So essentially, we're not totally matching the gray pattern just yet. What my focus is today is, yes, we are going to be blending that gray. But the main priority for today is to really get rid of the warmth in her hair. And then once we correct that tone, later, as she comes in for her follow-ups, we can really worry about blending in with her gray. And you can tell too, she did mention she did previous highlights on herself. So with those previous highlights, I am being extremely cautious and picking those pieces out, making sure that I'm not overlapping at all.
the way that I'll indicate whether a piece needs to be picked out is since her hair is more on the blonder side and some pieces look maybe close to a level 9, those are the pieces that I'm going to be picking out. Anything that looks closer to like a level 7, I will be leaving in the foil and painting to lighten that up a bit so that the toner does take. And as I'm going through her head, my assistant is separating the hair. This is going to help me to do some tip outs on the remaining hair that I am not taking all the way to the root. So now I moved on to the sides. So on the sides here, I'm doing diagonal backs off the hairline. And I did about 3 foils there. Now I'm going to connect that front to the mohawk section. This is going to be my connector from the front and the back. And I do a detail weave above the ear. This foil I always like to weave, and this connects to the very first weaves that I did right around the nape of the head. After that, I'm going to go in and continue just slicing up the head here in horizontal placement, because this is just going to be really easy when I do her touch-ups too, to see where I left off. It's going to help me get through her foil placement a lot quicker and get through some of the warmth a lot faster too. Now with this technique, I'm just doing one volume developer. So for the whole thing, I'm pretty much just using 20 volume with the Danger Jones bleach. And just making sure that I really saturate. I'm taking very fine slices to get a really clean, even lift. And I'm just doing that formula from root to ends. So once I've done all her root foils, now we are going to be going in and doing her tip outs. You can see my assistant separating the hair so that I can over direct these tip outs towards the front of the face. Whenever you do a tip out and you do some over direction, that helps diffuse the line a bit and create a softer blend for your tip outs. And for those of you who are wondering what a tip out is, it essentially is just bringing up brightness all throughout the ends. Because essentially when we're coloring the hair, it generally looks aesthetically pleasing when the roots are darker and it gradually gets lighter towards the ends. So missing the tip outs at that part may make the client feel like their ends are darker than the top. So I always like to pop in a few foils on the ends, and those are our tip outs to make the illusion that the roots are darker and it gradually gets lighter towards the ends. So now I'm gonna go in with her toner formulation. I'm using the Danger Jones gloss toners. For her formula, for the root shadow, I'm doing the 7-8. And then on her ends, I'm gonna be doing the 9-1 with the 10-03.
With her, at least like 3 of them.
Look at my hair.
How's the color feeling? Good.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Feels good. Nice and taupey for you, like an ash blonde.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Wow. Beautiful. Wow, look at that.
Oh, compliments you so much better. Gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So good. All right. We are all finishing.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Alrighty guys, so here is the finished look. We absolutely loved it. Now she does still have that little bits of warmth, but that's what we're gonna pick up next time. Overall, we were able to get rid of a lot of it out and tone it to more of that taupey color that she was asking for. Now, originally when she pre-booked her appointment, she booked it out, I wanna say about 4 months out. And then she called saying that her hair looked amazing still. So we moved it out to 7 months out. So I will make a follow-up video on her hair later. So stay tuned for her follow-up next time. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. And as always, guys, I will talk to you guys next week.